This is Claude Jones presenting the Classic Car Show at Robertson Park.
What classic car show would be complete without a classic airman? Hi, sir.
Fine, how are you today?
I am well, Mr. Freeman. Thank you so much for joining me on camera. So what brings you out here today to the beautiful classic car show in Roy Wilkins Park?
Well, what's beautiful about it, I started this about 25 years ago. At that time, I was the only man of color that was in the automobile classic business. I was in the automobile business for over 65 years, and I started with Cook, and to see how this has grown, because 20 years ago, the only person of color you would see at a car show was mine.
And you.
So now to see all of the brothers out like this, and what a beautiful day, and it's lovely. I'm so glad to be here, and I'm glad that I lived long enough to see it. I'm a young man, 89 years old, and I really appreciate it now.
And you are very young at heart, too.
That's for sure, definitely.
And isn't it beautiful not only to see so many men of color out here today, but to see them really with their sons and daughters?
That's for sure, and to see the automobiles, it's unreal. The cars are fantastic, and so many different models and designs, and it's fantastic. I'm so proud to be here. I can't do the things that I used to do for the past 60 years, but I'm going to be out here to support them, definitely, at all times.
Thank you for your service, Mr. Freeman, and thank you for taking a moment out to talk to me on camera.
I have pleasure. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad you're here, and keep up the good work, keep on keeping on, and I'm very glad that you interviewed me.
Thank you, sir. This is Julius Freeman. He is enjoying the classic cars, and he is a part of history himself here at the Historic Car Show. So thank you, Mr. Freeman, for taking a moment out, and we really appreciate it.
It's a great pleasure, and I definitely hope you'll continue to have great success. Thanks a million.
Thank you, sir. What car show would be complete here on Claude Jones Presents without Clarence Fisher from the New York State Correctional Officers PBA? Hi, Clarence.
Hi, how you doing?
I am well. Tell me about this beautiful piece of machinery.
Well, this bike is an original made by Orange County Choppers. We had a design in a correction motif. If you can see,
the blue and gold.
Right, the blue and gold is the union's colors, the same as my shirt. You can see the razor wire painting on it.
Right.
On this side, there's a logo, but if we go on the other side,
right,
you can see we also have the logo here, set of handcuffs. If you can see here, there's a little sniper rifle, a baton,
and
50 caliber rounds,
and a 50 caliber round,
and the shift, and the proceeds are going to go to Make-A-Wish.
Where can we find out more information about the raffle to benefit and also about the New York State Correctional Officers PBA?
Well, you can go to our website, which is www.nyscopba.org.
Okay, thanks so much for taking the time out, Claude. Thanks so much for taking the time out, Clarence, on Claude Jones Presents. And good luck with the raffle. I know that all the proceeds are going to a great, great organization.
Absolutely. Thank you.
June is sharing with us her beautiful Corvette. Hi, June.
Hello, how are you?
I am well. Now, I see that you're wearing a QCC t-shirt. Tell me about the organization.
Well, our organization has been in existence since about 3 years now. This is actually our third time being here. We actually started with another club, the National Afro-American Corvette Club, and so the people who started that club started this club, and we've been working with Roy Wilkins since then, and we just enjoy ourselves, and the community enjoys it.
Oh, that's great. Where can we find out more information about the organization?
You can go to our website, qcc.org. And we have all our pictures there. We have the applications. We have applications here for everyone. And we meet the second Wednesday of every month.
Okay, and tell me about this beautiful Corvette.
Oh, this is my 81 blessing, I call it. It is a blessing. It's a 1981 Corvette, a C3. I actually purchased it off of eBay.
Oh,
I won it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I won it. And I got it from a guy in Connecticut, and I've been doing a little bit every year to fix it up. And we just have a good time with it.
What's the best thing about owning a classic Vet?
Well, I am biased when it comes to vets. I love all classic cars, but I love C3s. I love the new ones. I love the C7s, but I love the body of the C3s. I love the way it sounds. I can tell the difference from a Chevy C3 motor from any other motor. And I've been a Corvette lover since I'm 14, and I'm far from 14 now.
Okay. And it's looking good, and so are you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, June, for coming on camera with me and for sharing your classic vet.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care now.
Hi, Tracy. You're with Queens Classic Car Club, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And you are one of the judges today. What are you looking for?
Attention to detail. I mean, there's a lot of stock cars out here. Like a car like this is a new car. There's really nothing done to it, so you got to look at all the detail work and make sure everything has been done correctly.
And the details include things like?
Paint job, wax, the clarity on the lenses, the interior. His hood is not open, but so that's points off. You need to be able to look under the hood and see what's going on with the car, oil leaks, everything has to be right.
Okay. So we look forward to hearing who the winners are.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for taking a moment out with us, Tracy, from the Queens Classic Car Club.
Thank you.
A Ferrari by any other name might be named George Armstrong. He's joining me now with his classic Ferrari. Hi, George.
How are you?
I am well. So I see the sign on your car says, do not lean on this car unless you're nude.
Yes, and it only applies to women.
So no men leaning on this car. Tell me about this beautiful Ferrari. What year?
It's a 2015 458 Italia. I've had it for about a year. Has 562 horses. 398 foot-pound of torque. It's very fast and beautiful beast.
Okay, so a lot of women do get nude because they see this car. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
What have you gotten her up to?
I've only got up to about 164.
Okay, and what, can you tell us, was that in New York State?
Yes, it was.
Don't tell me specifically.
I'm not going to tell you the road. I've actually took it to the track, New Jersey Motorsport.
Which is where where you should do things like that. Yes.
Yes. And New Jersey Motorsports, which is in South Jersey, actually. Very technical track, so it was very nice to be able to learn some of the capabilities of the vehicle.
Nice.
Yes.
She's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
So
and thank you. Congratulations on your ownership.
Thank you very much.
1969 was a great year for many reasons. We landed on the moon, and we also made the car behind me, the Charger. And Brian actually is the owner. Hi, Brian Williams.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. Thanks so much for sharing your beautiful Charger with me.
Oh, thank you for interviewing me and letting me share some moments about the car.
And it's in 1969. Tell me more.
Believe it or not, this was my very first car.
Wow.
I've owned this car for 41 years. I just got done restoring it. Well, I'm not even done yet. I still got a lot more to do, but it took me a long time. I bought it back. It was sitting in the weeds for years, and I bought it back. But I've had this car since high school, and it's coming back.
Best part of owning this vehicle?
Just the memories. I like it. It's a rare car. A lot of people here at the show like it, admire it, and it's just fun to drive. Yeah. Fun to drive since I was 18 years old. Memories.
Did you pick up a lot of chicks back in the day, sir?
I sure did. This is my first car. I was a young, happy bachelor then. Yes.
Oh, if this car could talk, thank goodness it can't. But thanks for sharing your story. I appreciate it, Brian.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anytime.
And good luck today in the competition.
Well, I'm Queens Classic Car Club. I'm one of the officers, so my car is not going to be judged. Okay. And that's okay. I'm all right there. I'd rather see everybody bring their cars, have a good time, let the trophies go out to other people. And we got a lot of beautiful classic cars out here today, and I hope you get all of them on film. Okay?
I'm going to try. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you. Anytime.
Mount Vernon's in the house as well, and the Mount Vernon Classic Car Club and the vehicle behind me, and Willie Brown. Hi, Willie.
Hey, how are you?
I am well. Tell me about your beautiful, beautiful caddy.
Actually, it's a 1976 Monte Carlo, Chevrolet Monte Carlo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Tell me about your Chevy.
Well, when I graduated from high school, my first car was a 1974 Monte Carlo. So my father was into the classic car hobby, and he wanted me to get one of his cars, but I decided I wanted to get a car that I was more familiar with, so I went after the 1976 Monte Carlo.
Oh, my gosh, and it's been with you ever since?
Yes, I had it for about 4 years now.
Okay, and what's the best thing about owning this Chevy?
Well, it's a great cruiser. It's very good on the highway. I love traveling with it. It's nicer than a lot of new cars because it has a smooth ride versus the harder, sturdy ride the new cars have.
Okay, and it's roomy enough for the entire family.
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely.
Are you in the competition today?
Oh, yes. I'm a part of the competition, yes.
All right, so good luck. We're going to be rooting for you.
All right, thank you very much.
The first Pontiac that we're seeing today belongs to
Jeff Campbell.
Hi, Jeff. Thanks for joining me on camera. Tell me about this beautiful automobile.
It's 1966 Pontiac Tempest Custom. I bought it October 2013. I finished it in May 2014. And this is it. I bought it from Dover Plains, New York. Brought it home and just redid the whole thing the way I wanted to do it.
It's beautiful. Tell me about the interior.
The interior was basically my wife colors. I wanted to go just teal. She said go teal and white. So I took her to the upholstery place and just told her pick out the colors, and that's the way it came out.
All right. She did a great job. So kudos to your wife. What's her name?
Thelma Campbell.
All right, Thelma in the house too. Great job, Thelma, with the interior, and a beautiful job, Jeffrey, with outside. It's just beautiful. Good luck in the competition today.
Thank you.
I haven't seen a Corvair yet today, and then I met Orlando. Hi.
How are you doing?
I am well. Tell me about your vehicle.
It's a 1962 Chevy Corvair, 80 horsepower, rear-end engine. It was made because General Motors wanted to compete with the Volkswagen, and it's supposed to be the Volkswagen killer. It was America's first economy car. Actually, it gets about 28 miles a gallon.
Wow. Even by today's standards, that's great.
That's great, especially with 1960, but nobody cared how much gas cost. It was so cheap.
What's the best part of owning a Corvair?
The old cars. Well, if you're in the old cars, it's the nostalgia, the old look, the riding down with the windows down. You get on the road, you're running about 60, 70 on the road, long distances. It's great to travel in, and all the stares and the questions you get when people drive by.
Yeah, and are people ever surprised that the trunk is right here?
Mechanics sometimes look in the hood for the engine, and if mechanics do it, you know, regular people do it all the time.
Absolutely. Well, good luck in the car show today.
Thank you very much.
And thanks so much for sharing your Corvair with me. She's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed one.
By far the most beautiful car we've seen today, and probably the oldest, would be this beautiful Plymouth. Hi, Malcolm.
Hi, how you doing?
I am well. Tell me about this beautiful car.
We acquired this car about 8 years ago. It's a full restoration. It's a 47 Plymouth. My father and I did the beginning stages of the job, and then, you know, off to the body shop, get it painted, get it right, and here we go, finished product.
How many miles on it?
Oh, well, the motor is rebuilt, so right now, a couple hundred.
Yeah. And she's a beast, isn't she?
It gets and goes. It goes. It definitely goes. It's a nice car.
Heavy, rough ride, what, or a smooth ride?
No, smooth. Believe it or not, for the year, it's very smooth. It's a solid car. You know, no rattles. All the nuts and bolts are tight.
All right. And the best part about restoring this car with your dad?
Probably just spending that quality time together. You know, and then I have my son as well, and he helped out. And, you know, we've seen the car come from where it was to where it is now, which is complete 360. It used to be purple.
Wow.
Yep.
She's beautiful and a truly intergenerational project. So thanks for taking the time out, Malcolm.
You're more than welcome.
And good luck with your car.
Thank you.
David sharing his beautiful Chevy with us. Hi, David.
Hi, how are you?
I am well, and I'm even better after looking at this beautiful beast of a car of yours. Tell me about her.
This is a 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle Super Sport. I've had the car roughly 3-4 years now. I've done some extensive work to it. It is a 383 small block, which is roughly between 4 and 450 horse. It has a steel rear end. It has ladder bars. It has tubular upper and lower control arms. And it used to be a drag car. So you're looking at about 11 seconds in a quarter mile.
Wow, it's beautiful. What have you gotten her up to?
Well, I try and stay within the ranges.
I mean, of course, on a track, on a professional track, you know, under optimal conditions, not on the street, not on the road.
Right, under controlled conditions, she's about an 11-second car in a quarter mile, so she's very, very fast.
Great pickup.
Extreme pickup. As soon as you step on it, the V8 will kick in.
Beautiful. We've seen that you've won a lot of awards already, and
Won a few. So I mean, it's just nice that people take the time to appreciate the work that you put in, and that they're gracious enough to want to gift you with an award.
yeah, she's beautiful. Good luck today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, I have a 1955 Buick Special, and there was a limited amount of them that were built. The unusual part about the car, it's 4 doors with no post in the middle. So when you let the windows down, it's all open. And back in the day, if you saw people riding in the car, they had their hand out of the window stuck on the hood, you know. That was stylish back then. But I like it because it's open when you let the windows down, and you got that breeze. It definitely takes you back to the 50s, even the good old days. I guess it's the uniqueness of the car being a 4-door hardtop, which was described back in the day. I always wanted a classic car, and when I saw this one, it was a bit of a challenge to get it the way it looks now, and about $25,000 later. But, you know, just to ride around and cruise, and everybody's giving you a thumbs up, you know, and looking and gazing in the car, because you don't see this car at all pretty much anymore. I mean, since I've had it, I only seen maybe 3 cars like that, you know, on the road. But it's just fun to have it. That's why everybody's out here, you know.
Douglas has the most beautiful vintage car I think I've seen all day. It's very, very unusual. It's a Chevy, sir.
Right, a 1922 Chevy. It's 93 years old.
Amazing. How did you acquire this beautiful vehicle?
I think about 10 or 12 years ago, someone out on the island wanted to get rid of it. They had to send their daughter to college, so he had to get rid of the car, and I brought it.
All right. And did you have to restore it? Was it in good condition?
It was in very good condition. I just did minor restoration to it. I had the seats done, and I had a top put on. And it's also convertible, too. It goes back like a baby carriage. Yeah. Okay.
She's beautiful.
I think that cars are better if you don't fully restore them. People respect them more.
Yeah, absolutely. You leave a little bit of the original character.
Right.
Best part of owning this car, sir?
Driving around, it seems like everybody rolls out the royal carpet for you. Yeah. Thumbs go up, and they haven't seen anything like this in a long time.
If ever.
Right.
Yeah, outside of a picture.
That's right.
Yeah. So she's beautiful. How do you actually keep her in such good condition?
Keep it in the garage, and I start it up at least, 2 or 3 times during the year.
And about how fast can she go?
I don't know, maybe 30.
That's pretty good.
The furthest I drove it was Eisenhower Park. Okay, all right.
Thanks so much for sharing her.
And thank you.
I appreciate it.
All right, God bless you.
So we saw 1 Corvair, 2 Corvair, 3 Corvair, more. The second Corvair we've seen today is owned by Roosevelt. Hi.
How you doing?
I am well. Tell us about your Corvair, sir.
I had it now about 10 years, and I just collected, and I added the spoiler and everything to it. It was original, so I added this stuff to it.
It's beautiful. What color was she originally? Do you know?
A little darker white than what it is, and I had it painted, and that's what it is now.
And how did you come to acquire this car?
My son got it for me. And
was it a gift?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He bought a Corvair. He bought a Corvair, and also he bought a 60 Chevrolet. And they told him if he buys 61, they would give him this.
So he did.
Yeah, he bought it, and they gave him this. And so that's how I required it.
It's beautiful. And you've done such a great job in restoring her, sir.
What they did, they put a dual point distributor in it.
Right.
And the dual point distributor was touching the engine and ground it out. They couldn't get it started. So when my son told me about it, I said, that car got to be rusted out all over. He said, Daddy, it ain't rusted. I look all underneath it. And he said, if I bought them 2 cars, he would give me this. I told him to go get it. I gave him my truck to go pull it back.
I love it.
And that's how we acquired it.
Oh, she's beautiful.
About 10 years.
Best part of owning a Corvair?
The best part about it, it's odd from any other car.
Absolutely. Do people get confused with the trunk?
Yeah. They get confused with the trunk, and not only just the spoiler they got on it down there.
Yeah. I mean, the spoiler is beautiful too. That was a great idea.
They think it's a Camaro, but it's not a Camaro.
Absolutely. It's beautiful. Is that plastic? What is that made of? That
It's plastic.
yeah, the spoiler. That was a great idea. I love the chrome and then the plastic. Awesome.
Thank you. And I like it too because I was thinking about selling it, but my wife told me don't sell it.
Listen to your wife, sir. She's a beautiful vehicle, and thanks for sharing it with us.
You're welcome.
There's a lot of engine revving going on in the background, but none of the engines sound quite like the Vette behind me. Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I am well, sir. Tell me about your Vette.
Well, it's a 1979 Corvette. I purchased it 2 years ago up in Buffalo. It wasn't quite like this when I got it. It took me 2 years, and I did all the work myself in my garage, and from everything from mechanical to paint. And
What color was she originally?
the original color was brown, and it was repainted red. So I took all the paint off down to the fiberglass and started all over. It's a 1979 color,
It's 78.
on a 79.
79, okay.
Yeah, it's called Corvette Yellow.
She is beautiful. Why did you go with the yellow?
That was my favorite color. And, originally I was going to, keep it red, but then once I realized that wasn't the original color, I decided, you know what, let me go for what I like. And yellow is the way to go. Nice, bright, sunny, so that was.
What's the best part of owning a fiberglass vehicle?
Well, one thing about the fiberglass, I don't have to worry about rust, which is very important, especially with the weather we have here in New York and the salt and everything.
And also, it's a classic car.
It's a classic car, but it's one thing about fiberglass is very light. Being a sports car, you want it to be light. It's good for handling.
And speaking of handling, what have you gotten her up to?
About 110. That's it.
Conservative driver.
Ocean Parkway.
Don't tell us where.
Ocean Parkway. It's wide open. No, that's it. It was 110. But just to see how it ended up. But usually I just keep it, to speed limit. I don't want to, destroy it. I just want.
So much work has gone into her.
Oh, a lot of work. Like I said, 2 years of labor. But it's complete. I'm enjoying it.
She's beautiful. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Claude Jones of Claude Jones Presents, and I got to say this is a hot car right now, and I just had to say that. Now I'm going back behind the camera. Thank you very much. Car's hot. I just had to say it. That car's hot.
QCC at its best with a beautiful 68 Mustang. Hi, Diane.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. Tell me about your Mustang.
Well, I bought this Mustang in 2013. I bought it off of eBay. There was damage to it, and what I did was actually repair the front end along the side here. I also did the engine work, the compartment under the engine. I personally did that. My husband's training me. I'll show you.
Under the hood. Oh, she's beautiful.
I did all the chrome work around here. I changed the wires, battery over here, all of the above. I did all of that.
Amazing. You can leave that up. Leave it up. What's the best part about owning this classic Mustang?
It was a car that I first learned to drive back in the day when I started driving. My sister had one, and she taught me how to drive, and so ever since then I was in love with the car.
And a dream come true buying one.
Oh, definitely. I got a good sale on eBay.
Tell me, what does it feel like to be driving this car down the road with the top down?
I feel great. With the wind going through your hair, it's great. Never had it, never experienced anything with a convertible. It's my first convertible, and I enjoyed it.
Well, congratulations. Job well done.
Thank you.
And thanks for sharing with us on TV.
All right, thank you.
So we're standing in front of Stanley's beautiful Pontiac. Hi, Stanley.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great.
How can you not be great owning this beautiful car behind us? Tell me about her.
It's a 1958 Pontiac Bonnevilles. I purchased it in January from the Mecum auction in Kissimmee, Florida. Years ago, I used to have this exact same car.
Really?
In 1960, I always wanted the same thing, and in January I finally found it, and I purchased it.
She's beautiful. Have you had to do any work on her?
There was minor issues with it, but I'm a mechanic, and I was able to fix everything.
Beautiful. What's the best part of driving around in this Pontiac?
Meeting people and talking to them and having people take pictures of the car, it makes me feel good.
Do a lot of people share their own memories of owning a car like this?
Definitely, all the time. They say they used to have one, or they used to clean them for their fathers or whatever, but it's good car.
Yeah. She's beautiful. Thanks so much for sharing it with us.
Oh, thank you for calling me.
No problem. Thank you. Another great car here at a beautiful car show. Pontiac at its finest right behind us. Look, but don't touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fred, tell me about this beautiful automobile.
Well, this is my baby. It's a long journey, 15 years in the making. First 5 years restoring it,
right,
and just the last 10 showing it.
She's beautiful.
Yes,
How many owners do you know?
Second owner.
Oh, beautiful. Where'd you get her?
I got it out in Hempstead, Long Island, from a friend of a friend. It was just sitting in the garage collecting dust.
Right. Was she rusted over? What was her condition?
It was rusted. I gave her $50 for it.
Oh, wow.
And I put so much into it, but it was well worth it.
Beautiful. Thanks so much for sharing her with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you. My pleasure.
We're back at the Classic Car Show with Ulysses. Hi, Ulysses.
Hi, how are you?
I am well. Tell me about your blue beauty.
All right, my Viking Blue 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme convertible.
How long have you owned her?
This is my 8th season with it, 8 years with it, yes.
She's beautiful. What kind of condition was she in when you got her?
This here was a turnkey ready car that I bought. Only thing I did to it was actually just put the tires and put a little bit of wax on it to keep it right. And this is all original paint here. So I didn't do much to it. A little TLC.
Well, she's beautiful. Thanks so much for sharing.
Thank everybody for coming out and making this show a success. We've had 100+ cars today, which is a record for QCC.
This has been Claude Jones Presents. I'm Gail Lewis with Claude Jones.
And this is definitely my beautiful host, Gail Lewis. Without her, can't make it happen. Thank you, Gail.
We thank you, Claude. We had such a great time here at Claude Jones Presents today at Roy Wilkins Park. Join us again on Claude Jones Presents real soon. God bless. Good night.
Good night.